Hey you! Yeah, I'm looking at you. Are you sick of trying to collect XP by mining quartz or all those useless tactics? Well, look no further than this epic piglin farm design. Doing just these simple steps. All you gotta do is flip this lever to turn it on, flip this to turn on the Trident Killer, and just wait as you collect hundreds upon hundreds of levels every single hour. And all you gotta do is stand here. Here's some of the things you're gonna be needing for this build. So you're gonna want about 14 stacks of a building block, which I know is a lot. And I am using concrete because I think it looks good, but really you could use like cobblestone or something. Just depending on how you want it to look. You would change this block. Then you need to have 2 stacks and 40 obsidian for 2 portals. If you want to do more than 2 portals, you'll have to figure out the calculations for that. It's about 84 obsidian per portal, so you can do the math for that if you want to do more or less portals. Then we've got 40 dark oak trapdoors, 29 observers, 6 pistons, 12 redstone torches. You want 6 lava buckets, 2 water buckets, 8 signs, 2 levers, 8 buttons, and a trident. You're also going to want to grab yourself some repeaters and some redstone dust, just to kind of pull the line from the on and off switch. If you want to move that, you don't have to move the on and off switch further away, but I personally like to move it just a little further away. We're going to start here with our white concrete or whatever your building block is, and you put 2 blocks here, 2 blocks there, and you're just going to make a little square 2 by 2 by 2, just like that. So you want 2 blocks on every side, leaving out the corners. I mean, I guess you could put the corners in, but I like to leave them out because we're going to be putting stuff there for the Trident Killer later. Then you're going to count up each of these blocks, 18 blocks high. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Because I already had one down there. So that's 18 blocks high. And just repeat that until all of these pillars are 18 blocks high. Once you've done that, you're going to come over to any of the corners here, but this is where we're going to build our portals. So you're going to put a block here, and a block on top, and count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 5th block, you're going to place your obsidian, then you can break these placeholder blocks. You're going to make this 2 wide here, and then on each side, you're going to build out 10 blocks. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to go 21 blocks up, not counting this one. So this would be 1, and then you go 21 more. So 1, 20, 21. And then drag it across as far as you can, just until you reach this point. And then once you're directly above this other corner, you're going to finish off the portal right here. Just like that. Now you're going to come back down here, count 1, 2, oh, I'm going to go on the other side, go 1, 2, 3 blocks over, place a block here, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and that should match with this portal, and we're just going to match everything to the other portal. So once you've completed both portals, you're going to come inside here, you're going to count 1, 2, and then on the 3rd block, you're going to place some of your placeholder blocks, whatever your building block is. I'm using my concrete. We're going to put a row all the way across this side of the portal and all the way across the other side of the portal, and leave a gap here, but no gap on this side. Then you're going to come right here and place a observer facing that way, then an observer facing this way, and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're gonna go underneath of it, place an observer there and there, and then break the top observer and place one facing down, just like that. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. Hello? There we go. 1, 2 down, and then break the top one and put that one there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th one should fit perfectly in just like that. Once you've done that, we're gonna grab our trapdoors here and we're gonna lay them all down. Flick them all up when you lay them down, and we're gonna just layer them facing outwards towards the portal. So we're gonna do this on each side of this little platform that we have here. Once you've got that done, you're gonna grab your white concrete again and build 2 blocks up and just cover all of the trapdoors here with the concrete. Make sure that there is no way that any lava could escape here, because that's what we're gonna be adding in next. Next up, once you've done this part, you're gonna wanna grab your lava buckets and count 1, 2, 3, and on the 3rd one, you're gonna place this. And in a second here, your portals should light themselves. Be careful if you are building this in creative that you don't touch the portals, because you'll go directly through them. You can come back, but it's not the end of the world, but it's a bit of a pain. And the way this farm works is the lava buckets are lighting the trapdoors on fire, which can't burn, but can transfer the fire over, which moves the fire onto the obsidian and lights up the portal. So if you're wondering how it works, that's how it works. Then we're gonna count 1, 2, 3 over from here. Put another lava bucket there. 1, 2, 3. Put one on the 4th one. 1, 2, 3. Put another one on the 4th one. 1, 2, 3. And put another one right there. It doesn't really matter how you put these lava buckets. Just make sure that every single block is covered in at least a little bit of lava so that they can light the portal beside it. We're now going to build a little platform catchment area for the zombie piglins to fall into. So you're going to start with your concrete here. Count 1, 2, and then a 3rd block out, and then count 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks down. You want to be 1 block higher than this block right here. So if I pull this block all the way out, we'll see that we are still 1 block higher, so that's good. Now we are going to go to the center here. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks out. And then just pull every single one of these blocks out by 7. Just out to the exact same spot as here. And then we're going to repeat on the same side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And pull these blocks out with it. Once you've done that, you're going to want to count 7 blocks out from this block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And as you can see, we should be about 3 blocks out. If you're a little further out, like I am, you're going to want to break that edge block and make sure you're 3 blocks away from the furthest portal here. And then on this side, we can kind of just pull it out 1 more block, but we should be completely fine on this side because the pigments usually fall pretty straight down and we've got a good clearance here. Then we're going to build a slightly higher part of this platform. So we're going to break this piece that we made here and pull this out. So you want to make a 5 thick platform, 1 block higher right here. And then we're going to pull this over with a wall. So you're going to want to make a little wall that goes around this. Just like that. And then continue this out until you're the same length and distance away as that block right there. So there we go. And then we're gonna pull our wall over here. Then we're gonna grab our concrete here again and just fill in this little area here. And then when there are these 3 blocks here, we're going to make it this high. So extend it up that high, just like that, just slightly higher than the other one, so that we have this nice little slightly higher up lip here that the pigment can fall into. And then we're gonna drag this over as well with it. There we go. And then we're just gonna fill in this area really quick.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then continue your wall to go all the way around. And all the way around here. We also want to break this wall here and make sure that this extends out slightly further. So we are gonna pull this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We got 5 blocks on this side, same as the other side. And then we're going to continue our wall all the way around. So if this was a little bit confusing, you're going to want to make sure that you have 5 blocks on this side and on that side, and 7 blocks that stretch out from here on this layer, and then this should be 4 blocks along there, and this should be 3 blocks along there. And then you want to make sure you have a wall that's slightly higher than the block below it. So like we've got wall here and a wall that goes up here, just so that you can make sure the pigmen don't escape out the top here. We're now going to want to grab our signs and our water buckets. And if you're in survival, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make yourself an extra little platform that goes out this way. And you're going to want to make yourself an infinite water source here so that you can keep coming back with your 2 water buckets and not have to worry about getting a bunch. Although if you're building this in creative, don't worry about doing this step. This is only if you're in survival, so that you have an infinite water source to place all the water in here. Now what you're going to want to do with your water once you have it is put 1 in this corner, count 1 over, and then on the second block you're going to place it, and do the same thing all the way along this wall. And then you might notice that we get this issue here. I usually just like to put a block in each of them, and you should only have source blocks on here. If you get source blocks somewhere else, you're gonna have to restart it because it is broken. And this part is a little bit finicky. Don't worry if you can't get it the first try. It usually takes me 1 or 2 tries to get the water right, because water is pretty tricky in this game. But yeah, just give it a couple tries and you should get it to like this. Once you've completed this side of water here, we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. So you wanna go block there, 2 over, 2 over, like that. And in these middle ones, you can place them all in. And then this one, we should be able to go back to 2 over, 2 over. There we go, just like that. So these 2 sides should be pretty much mimicking each other. Then from this block, you're gonna count 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th block, you're gonna place water. Then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4th block again, place water. And these ones you can all fill in until you get to about here, and then we're gonna go do this side as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4th block, we're gonna place that there, and we're just gonna fill the rest of these in. And once again, our only source blocks should be along the edges here. And then last thing we're gonna want to do is count 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna go right here, and then every other block right here. As you can see, when you get in here, it's gonna push you to here, which is not quite where we want to be. Now, if you're having the same issue as I am, where your water is kind of just getting stuck in a specific spot, we're just gonna extend out this platform to move the water a little bit. So if we extend it out to maybe here, and we just want to make it so that all the water is flowing into this hole right here. And we're also gonna break these 2 holes here, so it's easier for the water to flow down into it. So I'm gonna extend this 1 more spot out. And as you can see, the water's not quite gonna reach here, so we're gonna break these blocks. Now, if you're having the same issue as I am, where your water is kind of just getting stuck in a specific spot, we're just gonna extend out this platform to move the water a little bit. So if we extend it out to maybe here, and we just want to make it so that all the water is flowing into this hole right here. And we're also gonna break these 2 holes here, so it's easier for the water to flow down into it. So I'm gonna extend this 1 more spot out. And as you can see, the water's not quite gonna reach here, so we're gonna break these blocks. And there you go. Once you mess with it a little bit, it should eventually get there. And as you can see, if we're going this side now, we're gonna have the same issue as that side, so it kind of just pushes us into here. We get stopped here. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna extend it out a couple blocks. 1, 2, and this is leading right there, so we might want to go 1 more block out. And then this should make the same issue we had over here, so we're gonna extend this one just slightly. And now, if you let yourself get pushed by the water, you should get pushed right into this hole here. Boom, just like that. And since there'll be so many pigmen in there, they'll all push each other into the center of the hole, so we can just leave our water like this. If the way that I did it didn't quite work, or your shape is slightly different on the base, just play around with the water for a little bit until you get it. But all you want to make sure is that every time you get pushed into the middle. So every time you just let yourself stand in here, you get pushed right into the middle. And then you should have something that should be working. We want to put a sign inside of this tube here that we made. And then we're going to put the sign on top. And then 1 more up. There we go. and then we're gonna want to make 2 layers of 4 signs. So sign there, and a sign there. Then we're gonna put a sign on top of this one, and then a sign coming off the side of this one, and a sign coming off the side of that one. There you go. So this hole right here should be completely free to get pushed into when you get into here, and you'll get pushed right into there, just like that. So that's perfect. All right, so we're gonna want to start over here where we have these 3 blocks. We're gonna bring it out 1 more. We can break those 3, and then we're gonna extend this just like that. You're gonna grab your dispenser right here. You can quickly break the portal there and place 1 there. And then we're gonna do the exact same thing on this side. So break the portal and then place it there if you're in creative, or if you're in survival, just step into the portal quickly to place that. Then we're gonna put a observer looking that way, and then another observer looking this way, so we make an infinite ticking observer there. We're then gonna grab our redstone, put a piece of redstone here, and then a redstone on top of this one and on top of this one. And then once you're ready to start the farm, you're gonna throw a water bucket into here and a water bucket into this dispenser as well. However, we're not gonna do that quite yet because I don't want to have all these guys jumping in yet when we're not completely done the system. We're now gonna make a way to turn the system on and off from the ground. So we're gonna start here with our concrete again. Place 3 blocks just like that, and 1 block coming out. And same thing as we did with those dispensers there, you're gonna have to kind of time it right if you're in creative, or if you're in survival, you can just stand in the portal really quick. There we go, just like that. Then we're gonna grab redstone dust and put redstone dust on top of each of them. And then we're just gonna drag this redstone dust over this way, just like that, until you get in line with this wall. Then you're gonna wanna go to the ground floor in line with where this is, just like that. You're gonna place a block, then a redstone torch, and you're just gonna make a redstone torch tower by alternating between blocks and redstone torches. Now, once you get here, this redstone torch will either be on or off. So right now it's off, which means this would be the position that your torch is gonna be when it's turned on, because your pistons aren't extended. So you're gonna come to the bottom here, and you're gonna just check what your bottom one is, so you know whether it's on and off for this part. So this means that the machine is on. And then if we put a repeater into there, drag this out, and then we grab a lever, and we put our lever right here, or lever, and that will be turning it off. Once we put the lever there, you come up to the top. Your pistons won't extend out yet because the portal is actually blocking it. But once we actually put water in here, then the pistons will be able to extend. So let's do that really quick. So I've got my water bucket. I'm gonna put 1 in here, and then I'm gonna put 1 water bucket in there. And as you can see, our pistons have now extended, so the machine is off. Although we do have a small issue here, and you can see that the water is kind of breaking the water down there. So let's go fix that. All you're gonna need for this part is just your buttons and some more of your concrete. So you're gonna pull your concrete out like that, and then you're gonna put 1 concrete underneath. So we're gonna put a button here, and a button there. So now your water will just get trapped in this spot and won't go down and mess up any of the flowing water that we have on that side. And we'll just repeat the same process down here. So a block underneath, a block 2 out, and then once this calms down here, we gotta kind of block it off so that it goes back to normal. There we go. Put our buttons right there, and now there shouldn't be any issue with the water breaking like that. We are now almost completely done here. As you can see, when I turn this on and open this window here, we should see our piglins drop down. And just like that, we've got some piglins falling in. Although we need a way to kill them. You could kill them with a sword and just stop the tutorial here, but we're gonna want a way to kill them, and we need to make sure that these little guys don't escape. I'm gonna start here by making the Trident Killer. So we're gonna break these bottom blocks here. We're gonna put a piston here with an observer looking into it. Then another piston right beside this with an observer. And then piston here, observer looking into it, piston here. And then make sure you get out and then put an observer there. Then we're gonna get a piece of redstone dust in each of these corners. And then you're gonna grab yourself a lever and put a lever there. So if you push that and then turn it off again, now these should be spinning. And then we also need a way to stop the little guys from escaping. So we're just gonna put little slabs here, just like this. So now the guys can't escape, although it's slightly harder to actually kill them. So I'm just gonna drop us down on each of these. So we'll make 4 little killing spots, and we'll just put slabs in there. And then we're also gonna put a slab on top of this redstone so that you can't walk in here, because if you walk in here, you can actually get hit by the piglins and potentially die. So we're just gonna block that off for safety. Now make sure you throw a trident in here before any pigmen fall down. Uh-oh. Just like that. So there should be a trident in there now. Oh, I guess that didn't work. There we go. Now there's a trident in there. So we turn our machine on here. We've got our trident in here, and we flick the lever. You can see the trident starts getting pushed around. And now, if you just sit here, you'll start collecting a ton of XP in this automatic XP farm. And just like that, you guys have completed yourselves an automatic XP farm. You can put a little room around it if you want, like I've done in this design. You can stretch out your redstone to a wall and then put the lever on the other side of the wall. You can make it on and off signs. You've got so many options with how you want to customize this thing. But that is how you build an automatic gold and extremely fast XP farm for you in your survival or creative worlds. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.